and love flourished eternally. The garden was cared for by an old man named Samuel, who had devoted his life to tending the flowers. Samuel was a quiet soul, always seen with a gentle smile on his face. The villagers admired his dedication, but knew little about his past. He lived alone, spending his days nurturing the garden and keeping its beauty alive. One day, a young woman named Isabella arrived in the village. She was a writer, seeking inspiration for her next novel. When she heard about the eternal garden, she was immediately intrigued and decided to visit. As she entered the garden, she was struck by its beauty, the vibrant colors, the sweet fragrance of the flowers, and the serene atmosphere that seemed to envelop the entire place. Isabella noticed Samuel quietly working among the flowers and approached him. They struck up a conversation, and Samuel shared the story of the eternal garden with her. He told her that the garden had been created many years ago by a young couple deeply in love. The couple had planted the first seeds together, and as their love grew, so did the garden. It was said that their love was so strong that it became intertwined with the very essence of the garden, giving it its eternal life. Isabella was captivated by the story, but she sensed there was more to it. Over the next few weeks, she visited the garden every day, and as she spent more time with Samuel, she began to notice the sadness in his eyes. She realized that Samuel was not just the caretaker of the garden, he was also a part of its story. One evening, as the sun set and the garden glowed in the twilight, Samuel finally opened up to Isabella. He revealed that he was the young man from the story, and the garden had been created by him and his beloved wife, Eleanor. They had been deeply in love, and the garden was their sanctuary, a place where they could escape from the world and be together. However, tragedy struck when Eleanor fell ill and passed away. Samuel was devastated, but he found solace in the garden they had created together. He continued to care for it, believing that as long as the garden flourished, Eleanor's spirit would remain with him. The garden's eternal life was a reflection of their undying love, a love that transcended time and death. As Samuel shared his story, Isabella felt a deep connection to him and to the garden. She realized that the love Samuel and Eleanor shared was something truly extraordinary, a love that could inspire others for generations to come. Isabella decided to write their story, not just as a novel, but as a testament to the power of love. In the years that followed, the eternal garden became a symbol of hope and love for many. People from all over the world came to visit, drawn by the story of Samuel and Eleanor. And though Samuel grew older, he never stopped tending the garden, knowing that it was a living memory of the love he and Eleanor shared. As time passed, Isabella and Samuel developed a deep friendship, and Isabella became like a daughter to him. When Samuel eventually passed away, Isabella took over the care of the garden, ensuring that its beauty and the love it represented would never fade. The eternal garden continued to thrive, and the story of Samuel and Eleanor's love was passed down through the generations. It became a reminder that true love never dies, that it can endure even the greatest of tragedies and live on in the hearts of those who believe in its power. Vocabulary 1. Secluded. Hidden away from the general view or activity, isolated. Example: the village was secluded, away from the bustle of the world. 2. Enchanted. Placed under a spell, filled with a magical quality. Example: the eternal garden was said to be enchanted, where love flourished eternally. 3. Wilted. To become limp or drooping, especially from lack of water or too much heat. Example: the flowers in the eternal garden never wilted, even in harsh seasons. 4. Sanctuary. A place of refuge or safety. Example: the garden was a sanctuary for Samuel and Eleanor. 5. Twilight. The soft glowing light from the sky when the sun is below the horizon. Example: The garden glowed in the twilight as Samuel shared his story. 6. Solace. Comfort or consolation in a time of distress or sadness. Example: Samuel found solace in the garden after Eleanor passed away. 7. Testament. Something that serves as a sign or evidence of a specified fact, event, or quality. Example: Isabella wrote the story as a testament to the power of love. 8. Transcended. To go beyond the range or limits of something, to surpass. Example: Their love transcended time and death. Living on in the garden. 9. Extraordinary. Very unusual or remarkable. Example: The love Samuel and Eleanor shared was something extraordinary. 10. Inspiration. The process of being mentally stimulated to do or feel something, especially to do something creative. Example: Isabella sought inspiration for her novel In the Eternal Garden. Morals. 1. Love endures beyond time. True love has the power to transcend time and even death, living on in the memories and hearts of those who cherish it. 2. Finding comfort in memories. Memories of loved ones can provide solace and comfort, helping us cope with loss and keep their spirit alive in our hearts. 3. The power of stories. Stories of love, devotion, and hope can inspire others and leave a lasting legacy that continues to touch lives long after we are gone. Thank you for watching and listening. Your support truly means the world to me. I hope you found the content enjoyable and engaging.